Hey guys, Christian here, back to the usual video format. So here we got the Lexus RX 350 F Sport 2022 model. But yeah, getting the specs out of the way. So MSRP on this is about like $59,770. And it's got a 3.5 liter V6. It's an 8-speed automatic, and it does have the paddle shifters in case you want to shift it manually. Has about 295 horsepower, 268 torque, which brings a 0 to 60 in about 7.9 seconds because it's an all-wheel drive model. MPG on this is about 19 city, 26 highway, 22 combined. And the weight on this is about 4,400 pounds. So moving on to the exterior. So we got this in this Caviar black color, basically. They just call it Caviar. So kind of wish I had some Caviar to just compare for you guys. It's basically like Lexus is black with a good amount of metal flake in it, so it has a good amount of shine to it. And then getting onto this badging here. So we're gonna see a lot of F Sport badging all along the car. So kind of just pointing out as we get inside and outside the car. And then moving on to the wheels. So we have 20-inch wheels, 10-spoke wheels, kind of like a nice brush color on them. I kind of wish it had like the Lexus IS color wheels as we've seen before. Those would be really nice. You can also check out that video. So moving on to the front side. So we got the big Lexus badging right in the dead center, just so you remember what car you're driving. You got the big black little grill. I know it's subjective. I know some people like it, some people dislike it. Overall, I think it makes the car just look really bulky looking. So kind of just adds to the car's appeal. And then right next to it, we got the LED tri-beam headlights. So they actually light up really nicely at night, and then they're also adaptive, so they also adjust and everything for you. And then the LED fog lamps, not standard, you gotta pay a little extra for that. So going down to the back, so we got the spoiler up here. Again, just kind of helps with the wind diffusion. And then moving on down real quickly, kind of have like the LED tail lights. Again, Lexus styling and all that. And then for badging, we got the RX 350 badging. And if you're thinking of where the F Sport badging is, it's all the way on the left side over here. And then right below that, kind of have like, again, this parking sensors. Again, there's about like 2 in each corner of the car. You got the diffuser down here. Again, simple styling. And then to get inside the car, so there's a couple ways to get inside. So obviously you can do it from the inside, you can do it from here, or you can do it from the key as well. So showing the key as well a little bit. You got the lock, the unlock, you got the hold here in case you want to open the trunk, and then you have your panic button. Though, I do want to mention this has like a $150 option, so you can actually just like kick it and then it'll actually open. So maybe you have your hands full of groceries or whatever, maybe you have full portals in your hands and everything, want to open it real quick, simply just kick in between the car, have the key in your pocket or something, and it opens it after a couple seconds. Once it opens up here, so you have a good amount of space back here. As you can see, you have about like 32.7 cubic feet of space back here. It's actually pretty spacious, especially if you bring the seats down. So the controls are on the right side. So pull on the left one, the right one. Sometimes it gets stuck and you have to like push it by hand. As you can see, it kind of goes completely flat. This is again kind of just the cover, a little bit in the way, but you can see how flat it gets. So you can probably put a big TV back here, maybe some usual furniture if you need to. And then if you do need a spare tire, there actually is a spare tire in this as well too. So here you got like the space saver tire. You could even get rid of the tire and you can put tons of other things if you need to as well. Just a quick little tip. And then besides that, I'm gonna do the quick trunk challenge at this point. So now inside the trunk, so you can probably fit a lot of things back here. Probably 2 people, it'd be a little squished though. If you do have like a big dog, you could probably fit them here. Head might be a little bit down, or you might just be looking towards the front seats, but it'll probably be fine. So now back outside, if you do gotta close your trunk, there is a button up here. So you simply just click it and it just closes everything for you automatically. Though, maybe you're full of groceries, you grabbed everything, you're making that one quick trip to get inside the house. You're full of groceries and everything. You just simply just click it, wait a couple seconds, hear the beep, and then you just go. So now on the driver's side door, if you do gotta get inside the car is locked and everything. It has keyless entry, so if you have the key in your pocket, you simply just walk up to the car, just hold it, opens up real quick and easily. And then here, kind of have like your usual window controls. You have your red circuit interior. It's actually nice and plush. And then right above that, kind of have like also your saved like seating adjustments as well. And then going on to down here, so you have some space down here. Cool thing that Lexus does, you can actually like pop this out a little bit in case you gotta get access to things a little more easily. And then you can just simply just pop it back in. You have your speaker system. We'll actually see that more inside. You'll see them. It's actually a Mark 11 to 15 speaker system. It's actually updated compared to the standard one. And then moving on to the door side. So we have the door sills, kind of just says Lexus in black lettering. Nice simple thing. Kind of wish it was illuminated, but it's actually pretty nice still. And then going on to the door, have like all your adjustments and everything, really nice and everything. Lumbar control, and then the seats are actually really comfortable. But at this point, let me get inside the car for you guys, and then we'll just continue from there. So now that we're inside, so first thing we got here is the steering wheel. So here we got the steering wheel, leather, and it's perforated, as you can see on the sides. It's got the red contrast stitching. You got the Lexus logo here in this dead center, and then moving a little lower, gonna have the F Sport badging. On the left side here, kind of have all your volume controls and everything, or maybe you got to answer your phone and all that here on the bottom. And then on the right side here, kind of just like have some adjustments and all that. Kind of have for like the safety features here down bottom, or here you can just kind of adjust like the things they have here on the screen. So, and then right behind here, of course, kind of just have like your LFA inspired, kind of just like dash and everything. It's actually really nice and simple. So here in the center, up here, we have the 12.3-inch touch display. So it's actually 8-inch if you don't get the navigation package for $1,300. But again, I do recommend this. Again, just gives you a bigger screen, and you don't have as big of a board on the sides as everything compared to the 8-inch. But panning down a little lower, these two AC vents on the left and right side. You have this nice Lexus watch here in the center, analog, of course. I do want to mention, honestly, it takes me a couple seconds to read this. Even the watch I have on my hand, I don't really read it commonly, but it does have a nice like luxury look to the car. Moving a little lower, surprisingly, this has a CD player, so if you have any really cool CDs that someone made for you, you could actually play them. Or again, I guess this is made a little bit for the older generation that still listens to a good amount of CDs. You also have your radio and media controls down there. And then moving a little lower, you have all your AC controls. So you can adjust your fan speeds and all that. Your temperature, again, dual climate controls. So right below the AC controls, and I have like 2 USB ports down here, a little hidden, but you still have access to them, 2.1 amps for each one. You have a 12-volt port on the right side, and then here on the left side, for $200, you can also get like wireless charging. And then here on the right side, you can throw your phone here too. So I'm gonna grab my phone. You can actually just pop it in here. It doesn't wireless charge you, but it just simply holds it there for you. And then moving a little to the left side here, I have like your button controls for 640, kind of probably the best 640 you can spend option-wise for this car. And it gives you the ventilated seats and the heated seats for you and your passenger. So here on the center again, so I have like the prindle here on the left side, and then on the right side I have like our 2 cup holders. Moving on again here to the left side, I have the touchpad. I know it's not like too much, but again, in case you don't want to touch your touchscreen up there, you can't reach, you can simply just use this. And then final thing on the right hand side over here, you're gonna have all your driver's mode. So you have your eco mode on the left side, your normal and custom mode in the center, and then you have your sport mode and the sport S Plus mode. So here in the center, kind of have like our armrest, again, that nice red circuit leather, kind of goes with my sweater. But opening this up real quick, you have this little tray here, so if you do have like quick access items that you need all the time access to, just have it here, though you can remove it and everything. And it might be a little dark, but you can see my hand goes in there, goes kind of quite deep. And then you have a few ports up here. You have 2 USB ports, you have an aux cable, another 12-volt. But besides that, I'm gonna close this up, and then at this point we can kind of move to the back seats. So now moving on to the back seats. So as soon as I'm seated, actually pretty comfortable. Seats are actually pretty comfortable. So at this point, my knee room is actually really good, and this is my driver's side position already. Up here, my headroom's all right. Could use a little more, but it's all right. And then I just want to give a quick mention to the panoramic roof option up here. It's actually really nice. It's actually like 3 options. You can just have it completely hard roof, so just all metal. You can actually just have a small little panel roof up there, or this entire thing, which is actually really nice. I would probably recommend the tilt it, because as you can see, there's a lot of sun coming through. Though there is a cover for it, so you can actually just close it. So I'm gonna just trigger that real quick. So now I have it closed, so as you can see, it's a little better in here. And then again, I want to mention the armrest over here. So I'm gonna pull this out. Once I have this open, push the button here, and then you have like 2 more cup holders. And one final thing I do want to mention, again, a really nice thing to have in a lot of cars is, if you look at the transmission well, there's actually like basically none. So if you do have someone seated in the center, they will have all the legroom they need, and they're not going to be split between the divider that most cars have. So getting onto the driver's side portion of this car, so this car drives really nicely. It's actually really smooth on its spring suspension and everything, but even at like highway speeds and all, that's quiet. It's like, yeah, just feels soft and everything. The seats are cushy and everything. Again, the ventilated seats, the heated seats, so you really are riding a lot of comfort. And again, this red interior just looks really nice. Even right now, as you can see, and I have the top open as well too. Visibility out of this car is actually pretty easy. The front's really easy. You have your heads-up display, which I didn't mention before, so it's actually colored and everything. Kind of hard to see on video, but just throw up a little reference photo. Your rear visibility is actually really easy. Your blind spot, it's actually really good, and you also have blind spot monitoring. Sound system in this car, so it has the upgraded Mark 1110 15 speaker surround sound system. It's actually pretty good. I think I'm not too good on like knowing my lows, my mids, and my highs, and treble and all that with music, but there's something that's a little bit missing, but overall the audio is actually still really good. Still pretty top notch. As for the maneuverability section of this car, so let's just see how it looks. So so the car actually just does smoothen out a lot. I could feel like there's a little bit of delay between like the wheel and what I was doing. So there's a little delay, but again, it's meant for more like comfort, luxury feel, so it doesn't give you like that super tactile, super like corner shock turning, but really smooth ride overall. As for my review on the Lexus RX 350 F Sport 2022 model, again, honorable mentions for this car. Again, as you can see, the red interior is just really nice. I really love it. The red and black contrast is just really perfect for me. And it looks really good any time of the day, nighttime, daytime. I love it. Besides that, other things I want to mention, the nice pattern roof. I really recommend that option. Just adds a nice touch, especially at night. Have it tinted, and then you could have it open even in the daytime as well too. And then final thing I do want to mention is kind of like the touch display in the front, which is 12.3 inches. Part of the navigation package, I really recommend that. And then my friend kind of wanted to give a good mention again to the $150 option for the kick thing at the back, which is just really nice if you want to do that, again, that one quick trip for groceries, or maybe your hands are busy, groceries, your kids or whatever, simply just open it by kicking it, assuming you have the key in your pocket. Alright guys, that completes my review again for the Lexus RX 350 F Sport 2022 model. Again, that red interior, black exterior, just really nice contrast. But besides that, again, thank you guys for subscribing. Honestly, we passed 1,000 subscribers. I didn't think we'd make it this quickly, but thank you for all the support, all the comments and everything. Really good feedback. I know some of you guys are always commenting, so it kind of just throw you up on the screen right now. But again, thank you for feedback. Good or bad, it does help me grow. So I feel like watching my initial stuff, it's kind of cringy to me even now. So I kind of like just growing the channel, and especially just seeing that subscriber number growing. So if you like the videos, like and subscribe, and I'll keep making content like this. And again, until next time. Thank you.